Hey there everybody, Tribal Butterfly here again. Okay, now today is our third tarot card reading. Aren't you excited? I'm pretty excited. So today's third tarot card reading goes out to mreed80. Now before I begin with mreed80's tarot reading, there's a few questions that you guys asked me about tarot that I would like to answer for you. First of all, everybody who sent me messages and comments saying that they really liked the deck that I used, I just really want to say thank you, because it really did take me a really long time to decide what deck I was going to be using. So a lot of thought went into it, and I really like the deck that I used, so if you guys really like it too, thanks so much. It means I picked the right one. A question that was asked to me about tarot is it bad luck to have other people touch your cards? No, it's not bad luck. In fact, it actually helps the reading when the person who you're doing the reading for picks the cards themselves out of the deck. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with people touching your cards. I mean, obviously you don't want anybody disrespecting your cards, but no, physical contact with the cards is just fine. As far as I know, at least, it's just fine. I've had people shuffle my deck for me, mostly because I hate shuffling. Another person asked me how long I've been doing tarot. I'll be completely honest with you, I haven't been doing it for a super long period of time, but I have been involved in palm reading and all kinds of just spirituality for a long time. So nothing in tarot is very foreign to me, and I've found that my past being interested in tarot and being interested in other things spiritually has really helped me to quickly absorb the knowledge and I think do pretty good readings, I hope. Okay, so getting to today's reading for mreed80. mreed80 asks the tarot card, "My wife and I are looking into a big step of building a house, and I would like to know a different view on will I have a good experience with the project in the end." Okay, so since mreed80 is looking to make a big change by building a house with his wife, I've decided that I'm going to use the Suit of Swords. So I'm shuffling the cards right now. And like before, like any other time, I'm going to be doing a horseshoe reading for mreed80. To find out whether or not this is going to be a turbulent step, building this house with his wife. So let's see what the tarot cards tell us. Your first card of your reading represents your present position. And your first card in your tarot reading is, the Four of Swords. The number 4 in the sword suit represents stability. In this case, with the Four of Swords in your present position, this card tells us that you may have just completed a time in your life when either an intense activity or a time of importance or something large in your life has concluded and you're currently going through a period of relaxation. This card represents a time in your life when you have stability, when things are calm, when you are relaxed. This may be why you're questioning whether or not it's a good idea to move forward with this extreme project. You'll be ending a period in your life of relaxation and contentment, and replacing it with intense activity and a lot of stress. The second card in your tarot reading represents your present expectations. And the second card in your tarot reading is the Two of Swords. The number 2 in the Suit of Swords represents opposites. You're conflicted between the choice. Should I go into this project or shouldn't I? Which is the better choice? This card speaks of difficult decisions and the trouble behind making them. However, this card also shows an unwillingness to make the decision altogether. This card represents a fear of making the decision. Have you been putting off making this decision? Having a hard time really facing the facts? Are you afraid of the challenges or the outcome that taking on this project might bring you in your life? The third card in your tarot reading represents what is unexpected. And the third card in your reading is the Eight of Swords. 8 is the number of death and regeneration, but don't let that warn you. This is actually a very positive card. The number 8 tells us that sometimes things in our lives have to end if we are ever to move forward into something new. This card, however, also represents that you may be having feelings of you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Usually this card comes up when people are experiencing discouraging feelings and having a really hard time seeing beyond disadvantages. Yet also keep in mind that there are also solutions if you'll remove the blindfold and just look for them. The fourth card in your tarot reading represents your immediate future. And the fourth card in your tarot reading is the Five of Swords. The number 5 represents some sort of difficulty and tension. When this card appears in a reading, it sometimes may suggest that you are tackling something that's too big for you. The main message behind this card is to be wary not to take on things that may be too much for you, and be prepared to swallow your pride if you really have to. With this card in your immediate future, this may just mean that right now isn't the right time, but that doesn't rule it out altogether. This would be a good opportunity in your life to prepare for this change instead of jumping right into it. And the last card in your tarot reading represents your long-term future. And the last card in your tarot reading is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords represents quickly moving forward into something and possibly not finishing it. The emphasis being on speed rather than quality. He represents a chaotic influence moving swiftly, but it also suggests that you're wishing to develop your mind in some way. This card may show that although it's not a good time in your life right now to be taking on this project, now might be a good time to be gathering as much information as quickly as you can. Okay, so in conclusion, I'd have to say that judging by what the cards have told me, now might not be the best time for you to jump into this big project. You might want to take some time to really measure the pros and cons, make absolutely sure that this is something that you want to and that you're prepared to do. So, yeah, pretty much the cards tell me it's not time for you to do it yet. I'd say that this is a really good time for you right now to do your research. Really look into the pros, the cons, what something like this is actually going to involve before you jump into it. That's what the cards tell me. This may not be the right time for it right now, but now is the right time for you to research and really make sure you're making the right decision. I would look into that and hold off the decision until you know for sure that you're ready. And have no doubt. Okay, so that's it. Thanks a lot, mreed80, for asking your question. I hope you got the answer you wanted. Thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in.